Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I have another theatre vlog for you. Today I've been invited to the press night for the Beekeeper of Aleppo at the Lowry. I'm going to the evening showing on a Tuesday. It starts at 7:30. I'm in the stalls on row Q. I think I'm seat 30 and 31. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the show. My dad is coming with me tonight. Lawrence couldn't come because he was on a night shift last night and he's still quite tired. So my dad is going to come with me. He's going to drive us there. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'll show you obviously the view from our seats, and then obviously I'll review the show once we get home. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this little theatre vlog. So it's super windy here, so I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm just arrived at Lowry now. Just going to walk over the bridge to the theatre, which is just there. So we've just arrived at the Lowry now, just going to head to the press desk and get my programme. So I just picked up my programme here, so a quick look through that before we head in. I think it's about 7 now, it starts at 7:30. So. Okay, so we're going to be in door A today, so I just need to find my tickets, and then we're going to go in door A. Okay, so here are tickets, so we're going to head in now, so we're in door A and then we're on row Q. Just in here. Alright. Okay, we're just heading into the auditorium now, so we're on row Q, seat 30 and 31, so we're on the end, that's good. So yeah, me and my dad are sat on row Q, just here, seat 30 and 31. So this is the view of the stage from my seat, so that's I'm on row Q, seat 30, so yeah, it's a really good view. So it is now the interval, and I am enjoying it. It took me a while to get into, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it now and can't wait to see the second half, so I'll be back to you now at the end of the show. So the show has finished now. It was very good, quite a powerful story as well, but I'll tell you more about it when I get home, but it was really good. Hi, so I am now back from the show. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know much about the show going into it. I'd never read the book or anything like that, so I didn't really know too much about it. But it was a really good and powerful story and I really enjoyed it. So I was kindly gifted my tickets for the show by the Lowry for the show's press night. I was sat in the stalls. We sat on row Q, seat 30 and 31, and our view was excellent from there. Really good seats, lots of leg room, and definitely would recommend them seats to anyone if you're going to see a show. Perfect view of the stage. There wasn't any merchandise to show other than a programme, which is here. I'm not too sure how much the programmes were. I think they were around £5, something like that. But these are really good quality programmes. I think I've said before, the ones from the Palace and the Opera House are really thin. The paper's really thin. They get really tatty really easily. This is really thick paper and good quality. So yeah, I really rate the Lowry programmes over the Palaces. These are much better quality and the same price as well. So yeah, I do like the Lowry programme. So I will go through this in a bit, but first I'll just tell you a little bit about the show. So the show is based on the best-selling novel by Christy Lefteri. I think that's how you pronounce the second name. And it has been adapted for the stage by Nesrin Alrefaai and Matthew Spangler. I hope that's how you pronounce the name. So The Beekeeper of Aleppo is a very moving story which follows the life of Nuri and his wife Afra. So Nuri worked as a beekeeper along with his cousin Mufasa in Aleppo, and Afra worked as an artist. But this was before war came and swept across their country, and after the death of their son, Afra turning blind and their beloved bees being burnt, they eventually decided to leave Aleppo, to leave Syria, and go and try and join Mufasa, who had left earlier, to try and get to England. So their journey to England takes them through many different countries. They pass through Greece, they spend time in Athens, and eventually they end up getting to England. So once in England, Nuri is plagued by the trauma of his past and sort of loses himself, and so struggles to make a new life for himself in England. So I did really enjoy the play. It did take me a while to get into it because it jumps from the present day to Nuri's past, constantly jumping. I just found it a bit hard to get into at first. But yeah, eventually as the story went on, I did get gripped by the emotional story, and I got used to the jumping from the past and present, and was just gripped by the story. And by the interval, I couldn't wait for the second half to see what was going to happen next. I definitely enjoyed the second half more than the first half. It just seemed to flow a bit better. It might have just been because I'd gotten used to the jumping about. But yeah, I did definitely enjoy the second half more than the first half. So the set for this show was quite simple. It was static, it didn't move, it stayed exactly the same throughout the show, and it sort of depicted a house which has sort of been taken over by sand. There was what looked like mounds of sand in the house. It looked like a chair had sort of been engulfed in sand. The show did, however, use projections, and it did project things onto the walls of the house and also onto the mounds of sand as well. This was quite effective in the scene where they were crossing the ocean, and they projected what looked like waves onto the mounds of sand, and I just thought that looked quite effective and really made them look like they were travelling through the ocean. So the cast in this show were excellent. They all gave really moving performances, and yeah, I enjoyed everyone's performance in this show. Okay, so I'll now just give you a quick look through the programme and show you who the cast were in this show. Okay, so here is the front of the programme. It just says The Beekeeper of Aleppo. It's got the bees on it. It says it's on at the Lowry from the 18th to the 22nd of April. And inside you've got a couple of adverts. So this is playing at the Lowry next week. And then some of the shows that are coming soon. So in here we have some articles. This is a note from the playwrights. You've got a Q&A with the designer Ruby Poo. I don't know how you pronounce the name. Ruby Poo. Then you have some production shots here from the show. And then you have your cast biographies. So playing Nuri was Alfred Clay. So he starred in The Comedy of Errors, Troy Story, The Winter's Tale. They're just some of the things he's been in. You have Lily Demir playing the Engo worker and The Woman by the Sea. And she's been in Around the World in 80 Days, The Secret Love Life of Ophelia. Then you had Roxy Fedini as Afra. She's been in Magic Goes Wrong and Macbeth. Then you have Daphne Kumar. She played the immigration officer, Dr. Fork. She's been in A Christmas Carol, Run for Your Wife, Silly Billy, and a few other things there. Then you had Joseph Long playing Mustafa, Moroccan Man and Cast. He's been in Captain Corelli's Mandolin, The Last Confession, Man of Destiny. That's just a few things that he's been in. Then you have Elam Mahoibu. Sorry, I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name. She played Mohammed and Sammy. She's been in A Midsummer Night's Dream and The Visit. They have Arma Madorian. So he played Nadim and Ali. He's been in The Night of the Iguana, The Borrowers, King Lear, and Money Heist: The Experience. So there's just some of the stuff that he's done. Then you had Nadia Williams. She played Angelique and Lucy Fisher. So she's been in The Darkest Part of the Night, Top Girls, I'm Not Running, A Midsummer Night's Dream. That's just a few things that she's been in. Then you have Thanos Xenophos. So he played the NGO worker and the immigration officer. And he's been in Rest Upon the Wind, The Crumple Zone, and Dogs Barking. So those are just a few things that he's been in. So here you have your cast list. You've got your understudies, creatives, production credits, and in the middle here it says, in association with Liverpool Everyman and Playhouse, adapted for the stage by Nesrin, Alrefaai and Matthew Spangler, from the International No.1 Bestseller by Christy Lefteri and directed by Miranda Cromwell. And I think that is more or less everything in the programme. do have here some rehearsal shots. And I think that, yeah, that is more or less it. It's just some more adverts then. Yeah, that is the programme. So overall, I would give this show 3 stars. I did really enjoy it, but like I said, it did take me a while to get into it because of the choppiness of the jumping forward and backwards in time. So it did take me a while to get into it. However, I did really enjoy it and I do recommend it. I'll link down below where you can get tickets for the performances at the Lowry. I'll also link down below, if I can find it, the show's official website, and on there you can usually find the list of venues that it will be touring to. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this little theatre vlog. If you do enjoy theatre vlogs, do consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell, and you'll be notified as soon as my next theatre vlog goes up. I do have a couple of shows booked. I have the Buddy Holly story this week, and then a couple of weeks I've got The King and I coming up, and then hopefully I'll be going to Dirty Dancing in May. And yeah, I've got a few things booked and a few things that I want to see. So yeah, like I said, if you'd like to see any of those, do subscribe and hit the notification bell. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this little video. If you have, please do give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.